You can be #1 top fan. Just going to wobble this around for a bit. I don't know what's happened to this. Just move this down. Hopefully I won't drop it. How about right? Looks about right, doesn't it? Are we coming through? Hello, Mike. How you doing? Nice to see you. All messages. There we go. Fabulous. So good evening and welcome to yet another live stream. I'm not set up at all, am I really? 2 persons. So that's Mike plus 1. How you doing? All right, mate? So I'm back. Sounds great. Lovely. Now I'm getting all the emails through that I ain't had for the last half an hour. I ain't been live for a week or so. I went live last... When did I do it? I didn't do it last week, did I? Because I ended up working on Tuesday night. Working late, should I say, on Tuesday night, so I never got to do one. So I ain't been on for just over a week. Did it Monday night, wasn't it? I did one on the Monday night, not the Tuesday night. So good evening, everyone. Welcome. Ginger Bearded Vape God, how you doing, mate? Nice to see you. 3 people, share it out, hit the thumbs up. Seems to work. 300 and... I've got a spot, look. I'm turning into a teenager. I'm eating too much chocolate since I stopped drinking. Can't believe it. I'll just sit like this. This was the live stream I never wanted to do because I've got a spot. I'll just sit like this. I'll just put me big God sunglasses on. Hey, all right, mate. So your wedding anniversary, was it yesterday? Congratulations. Is it a full year? How's it going? Very good, thank you very much. Had a busy day. Day off tomorrow, day off yesterday. Got quite a few bits out from Amazon. There's a company called Inu sent me an email about 3 weeks ago, and they've started sending stuff out to review on Amazon. So I need to put the thing in. I don't know how you do that on to be honest, on the phone. You could do it on a computer, but not on a phone. So I've uploaded there, and I've also uploaded the same videos one after another. They're going to go live at 8 o'clock each night this week, and they're on the Mick review stuff. 3 years, lovely. We're coming up to 41 this year in November. And tonight we've got some fizzy Vimto, which is actually the one with sugar in, because you picked the wrong bottle up. 19. Ooh. Let's get some trolls in. Share it out. If you do come and you do enjoy it, why not subscribe? We're obviously on the way up to getting as many subscribers as possible. But really, it's better if you're actually interested in what we do on here, because subscribers that just subscribe for no apparent reason and then never watch any of the videos just don't seem to do the channel any good. Well, that went 19 to 9. We lost 10 straight away. Yeah, but a busy day today. It's been so bloody windy, though. I presume it's been the same for everybody in the UK, but it's blew a gale yesterday, so I never actually got anywhere, but I was too busy doing them reviews anyway. It just took forever. I was actually still editing them for the YouTube thing at 1 o'clock this morning. I started at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. When I used to do the other thing, I haven't really set up here. I need to take some of these signs down, really, to be honest, and just put it as a plain background, because then I'll be able to use this studio up here, and then I've got my downward camera, and I'll have it done in a minute, to be really honest. By the time you've edited using the phone and uploaded using the phone, it doesn't look as good anyway. The last few, I uploaded it to the camera and then edited it connected the camera up to the thing, and then did it on the editing software in the thing, and it was a lot easier and did it a lot better job. I don't know if they're going to send any more out. You never know, do you, really? Because I think Chinese people are really interested in sales. If you don't get any sales, then they probably won't send out else out. But they sent quite a lot of stuff, load of charging stuff. I mean, my phone's a iPhone 14 Pro Max, so most of this stuff's got Type-C plugs on the bottom of it, so it's made for newer stuff. But there's quite a few things. MagSafe charging units. There's one of them which is a 20,000 milliamp hour charger box. Well, yeah, but I don't know whether the Amazon people would want to to put you on there if you did that. But I've been looking through some Amazon reviews, see if it's, you know, what other people use as their style. And a lot of people just do it on a phone, really, with not particularly good audio. And jabber on down the phone and don't bother. But I really wanted to make a decent job of it, if I'm really honest. So what we've all been up to? John's been romantic because it's his 3rd anniversary. Wait, well, you've been 41, John. It's not quite as romantic as it used to be. The last one, obviously, was a really nice day because I took all the family out for dinner. My background looks good for YouTube, doesn't it? But I don't know whether Amazon would wear it, to be honest. I think they like that nice low light sort of look. In, you know, sort of 4K low light look, I seem to do. Anyway, please don't be shy to post in the comments and let's have a chat to you. Let us know where you're from. And I say, if you're enjoying yourself, why not hit the thumbs up? And if you really enjoy yourself, you might as well stay with us. Hello, Asad, how you doing? Hello, best voice, Bastar. Is that nearly rude? Just got back, took the dog out. It's been a nice night. Wow, it's been real windy here. It's just sort of calmed down a bit. Are you doing all right, Asad? I have the iPhone 16 Pro Max. Yeah, well, that's Type-C, isn't it? And all this. I should have brought it up really and showed you it all. It'd have been interesting, I think. But so if you look on the Mick Reviews channel, I'll put a link to my Mick Reviews channel in the description on this video, and also a link to the nice to see you again, Asad. Shame you couldn't stay, mate. Lovely to speak to you. What does a Bastar mean? Does anybody want to Google that? Hi, Mickey Love, quick in and out. Ooh, in and out. Well done, Madge. Hope you're well, mate. Hope you're else keeping up. I entered an update on your health. I saw something on Facebook the other week saying you weren't very good. Obviously, you're not live now, are you? I don't see you very often on the internet, so missed out. I'll tell you, I was going to get a slide-in part on the Saturday show this week, and they went on. I was off Saturday night. First time we've been off for ages, and they didn't have a show. Nice. My dog is watching the show. He loves watching the TV. I suppose it's a bit different on the TV, isn't it? Those reviews I've just done, they're all in 4K 60. So if you watch them, yeah, well, that's right. I think that's the best way to look at it, isn't it? Really. There was a guy across here, and he must have only been. I bet he weren't 60. I bet he was only in his early 50s, and he went last week. He wasn't a particularly nice man, but I know a lot about his past, and he's not a particularly nice man. So sometimes it's karma, but yeah, there is. Yeah, there's always somebody worse off than you, isn't there? Especially when you troll through the internet, and you see these young kids and that are really seriously ill. You think, bloody hell. So 14 people in. It seems to go pretty well. What I'm planning on with some of this stuff, there's some really good gear, and it'll be suitable for most people that if they've got a phone. So I'm going to give something away when we get to 500, which will be a little while, I would have thought. But you've got to have a milestone to do it, haven't you, really? And it'll be one of them where they have to be subscribed, because they'll do it in the horizontal format on my computer, so there won't be just random people coming in. Some quite nice stuff. And we've got I'll show you this one, if I can remember where I put it. Don't worry, we'll be back in a minute. Well, obviously, there's some very nice stuff. I said quite nice. It's not quite nice. It's very nice. Stuff like this. Look at that. That's it. That actually builds together and turns into a 3-in-1 charger. So you can, if you've got the MagSafe on your phone, you can do that on there. If you've got the AirPods, I've got it right way up. Yeah, if you've got AirPods that'll do in the crate, it'll charge on that one, and that's for an Apple Watch. Brilliant, isn't it? Got my YouTube link so I can run it on my phone and TV at the same time. Yeah, I suppose I could really, but I pay a fortune for mine. I pay about 20 quid a month for YouTube Premium. It's not a fortune, is it really? There's also this, look. That's got an ambient green light behind it. So he just stands on a work surface. It's got comfy boots on the bottom of it, so it doesn't scratch anywhere. It's beautiful stuff. You plug a Type-C lead into the back of the plate there, and that would just stand on your desk, and it charges your phone up all day. So when you leave at night, you've got a full charge. So if you're a heavy user, if you're in business or something like that, you'd never have a flat battery. Tom MC, shines, how are you? What, yours shines? Yours shines. Sorry, Tom, I'm sorry you shine, mate. Tom MC. Oh, I'm trying to avoid dropping that on my feet. Don't worry, Tom, I'm not selling it. I'm certainly not sending you it either. So you can have it at any angle. Phone stands on there, keeps charged, so you can actually use it like that and still be using your phone. This is one of them 20 amp plugs. Swans and Wildlife, how you doing? John even. 20 amp plugs, Type-C either end. Plug her in the wall, and then you just leave it. Nice charging plate. But apparently Tom says it's shite because his is obviously better. I thought it was taller than that. No, it's not. It's all from the same company called InU. Check them out on, well, check them out in my thing. This was the smallest thing they sent out. These retail at about £9. But one thing about their stuff, it's really good quality. I actually get it to do it. So that's actually, so it says InU, INIU. Obviously that's backwards because of the phone. Just a little charger, Type-C. And 3.0. Obviously that's, yeah. But that's a fast charger as well if you get the right lead in it. Nice. Plastic, fantastic. Well, what do you expect? What are you going to do? Make them out of wood, Tom? I bet yours are all made out of wood, aren't they? I bet you hand carve them. Of course it's plastic. So are bottles. There you go. That's rubberized in actual fact. Anybody else talking? Because $12.99 I pay for YouTube Premium. You should be paying the same. Yeah, well, I've got the family plan because I've got it on 2 channels of mine. My brother's got it. My wife's got it. And somebody else, but I can't remember who. I think my granddaughter's got it. How's me? Good, mate. Thanks. I was in Guernsey last week. You'll see this. No, it starts next week. I filmed 6 videos, I think, while I was in Guernsey. There's one from a museum, one from an underground hospital, one from a boat trip. The boat trip one wasn't particularly well filmed, to be honest, because it was a really noisy, cramped up one. Gotten Sicken 31. Sabby you. Hello, white man. Hello, Gotten Sicken 31. How are you? Can't see your photo, so I'm not sure whether you're a white man or not. But don't worry, because everybody's welcome in here. All nice people. Let's see who we have in here. Where did I do that plug? Try to keep this stuff together. So we'll have a bit of a giveaway one day when we get going. You want my butt hair? I want yours more. Yeah, I'm good, thanks. All right, you're talking to him, not me. Hang on, I'll get these other things out. So the first thing that they set up was a... oh, they're gone. Where's Graham spelt correctly? I hadn't seen him for a bit. What they do is they send you out a thing. Well, you can't actually see it because they've stuck the sticker on the front of the box. But there's a company called CH Geek, and then there's obviously this Inu one, and they send you out a thing to compare it with. Old man children's or Big Mac. Hey, old man's right. Hang on, you're gonna have to go. I'm sick of you. Put user in timeout for 24 hours. See you, mate. I don't mind if they come in having a bit of a laugh, but when they just keep putting shit, what it's called is attention deficit disorder. They don't get any attention in the real life, so that what they do is they go constantly into people's chats and keep putting shit, and it all ends up about them. And that's exactly why they do it, because they ain't got a real life. When you get kids coming in calling you baldy and stuff like that, but they don't know better. But when you get somebody like that what just keeps putting vile shit, you might as well just get rid of them for a start. And that's that. They're gone. Right, so we've got, I don't know if I showed you this before. But actually, in the end, everybody's looking at what they're putting in. It destroys the chat. So you don't ever get a chance to do it. So this goes on there. That goes on there. I've probably showed you this before, but I can't remember what I do half the time. That goes on there. There you go. Put it upside down. That obviously is just there. It's got a clamp on there. That's MagSafe, so you can charge it up while you're doing it because you have a plug in there that goes into your auxiliary port on your car. That's the stickiest stuff in the entire world, and it would probably pull your dashboard out if you actually stuck it on your dashboard, but I'll probably stick it on the window, to be honest. I think Lou's having that one, and I'll probably give the other one away because I've genuinely got no use for one of these. Oh, I think I've already shown you this, haven't I? Because I was on about this. And then you've got that there that screws out there, and that will just fasten onto your air vents. So this, it's quite expensive stuff, really. Retails about, I think these are about 30 quid, something like that. See, the chat's died on me. Please be respectful. Well, I don't even need to be. They don't even need to be respectful, but they just don't need to put crap like that. If you can't be nice, don't be anything. That's what my mum always used to say. And it all comes in this beautiful box with a really good quality Type-C to Type-C charging cable. Look at that. When you actually get hold of the stuff, it feels in like really good quality. I think everybody's been like that because it's been windy today and it upsets everybody, doesn't it? I probably won't stop that long tonight. I ain't really got it in me, I don't think. Sometimes you come on and loads of people come in and you have a really good laugh, and then other times it doesn't really go as well. There is no need for being rude. Be kind to each other if you can't say anything nice to them. Oh, exactly. That cable looks like the G-Class one. Yeah, it is. Say it's really good quality stuff. Even the packaging, you know what I mean? It's good stuff. I mean, I didn't get in touch with them; they got in touch with me. I was quite surprised because I thought they were after a YouTube review, and he was asking, wanting me to. Your doom is brighter than my future. Probably Turbo Munch. Butch Heiser, how you doing? Helzer. Heiser, Helzer. How you doing, Butch? Nice to see you. I think I've already shown you that stuff. I just need to put it in loads of drawers. Your dome is brighter than my future. I need to get a hat. There's a bit of air oil going on there. Like, obviously, if you've got... doing really well, thanks, Butch. If you've got a full head of hair and you've had a warm day and your hair seems greasy, well, that's the same stuff that comes out into your hair. Obviously, it still leaks from a bald head, just the same. Yeah, Graham spelled correctly. Finally, we're going to send out a search party for you. We haven't seen you for a couple of weeks. How you doing, mate? Nice to see you. Yeah, so we'll talk about Guernsey for a bit. I went to Guernsey. I flew over there on Wednesday last week from Leeds Bradford Airport, and I can't remember what the place we were staying in, but it was like 15 minutes to absolutely everywhere else on the island. It's one of them sort of places. Hiya, Mike. Hiya, Mike. Isla Venal is singing your praises on her live right now. She's got 200k subs. Is that true, John? McMay's No Pics. Hello, Egg. Hello, McMay's No Pics. Ms. Winthrop. Where's the Honourable? The Honourable Mrs. Winthrop. Isla Venal. I don't know. Is it a joke? She's hot too. Why is she singing my praises? What did I do for her? Oh. She's hot too. Right, we'll have to have a look into this. Somebody put a link to her in the chat. So to get well, I don't know if she's got 200k subs. Why is Brandon Lee? How you doing? Nice to see you. Isle of Vinyl. I don't know. Are you having me on, John? I don't think I've had anything to do with her. I'm probably saying it wrong. You'll have to go because you're a bit of a dick, to be honest. You can have a go now. It's one of them nights, isn't it? You're trying to, yeah. Right. Isla. I don't know. You're trying to have me on, right? Okay. Go on, tell me what you're trying to do. I'm a bit slow tonight. I don't know what's happening tonight. I need to up my game a bit, really. Yeah, it's gone now anyway. He's telling me I've got a bald head. I don't know how they think when I get up in the morning. I bet they think I walk over to the mirror and suddenly go, ooh. Right. Eyes. Yeah, got you. The thing is, John, you don't know till you've tried it, do you? Someone mistook me for an MP and blocked me from their channel because of it, so I'm probably best to steer clear of the Honourable. Well, if you are Ms., I like the Ms. Winthrop. Well, you've took the E off as well. Well, you can be honourable if you want to be. You call yourself what you want. Change your name to that by default. The pen you won? No, I didn't. Where did you win that on? I didn't know you'd won anything, mate. You win most things, you though, don't you? You're a lucky guy. That's what it is. No, I didn't know you'd won out, mate. The only thing I've ever won, I won a Voltrove in a raffle, and then I won. What did I win? I won something anyway on the Saturday show, but I think I piffed it or I think I piffed it or something. I can't remember. Some of you mistook you for an MP. I thought it was quite a cool name, to be honest. The thing is with people on the internet, it's only funny when they say it, isn't it, really? You won 100 Mini a couple of years ago. Bloody hell. I keep trying to win that Euro Millions. That'd be okay. I need to buy a ticket first. But just imagine that, eh? Just imagine how many people you can sort of look after. If I disappear from the internet, you'd probably find out that I'd won a fortune. I actually enjoy talking about this, to be honest. So I don't know what I'd do if I actually did win it. I'd just have to show you pictures of my Ferrari and stuff like that, really, wouldn't it? A drum mini, that must have been right nice. Yeah, I won a 30mm Voltrove on when, what was his name? The vaping trucker died of cancer. They did a massive thing for him. If I won Euro Millions, I'd get every hooker in Glasgow to my house. Trouble is with that, though, they'd rob you. Just move to Saint-Tropez and pull up there in your Rolls Royce, and you'd soon find one. Moonbrack, how you doing? Up the irons, whatever that is. I did a lucky dip on the euro. Just need to check. So what you want to do is you want to leave it while lunchtime tomorrow. And the Facebook Hangout. Oh wow, that's nice. Just said a picture of it, Mac. I'll have a look. That's a bit different as well, isn't it? I had a Parker pen that I've been using for years, and it ran out of ink, and I thought, well, I'll just have to use this cheap plastic pen, and I've never bothered buying another, another refill for the Parker one. But I like good pens because, like, when you're working and you're busy, the last thing you want to do is scribble for 5 seconds each time when you want it to write. But I think last time I ordered one, I'm not sure if it wanted a fake refill off Amazon, and it wasn't very good, to be honest. Oh, that's cool then. Well done. It's nice to win things, isn't it, really? That's one thing with the old e-cig industry. There's not much coming out for review and stuff like that. I mean, obviously I don't do any reviews now, so they don't send me anything, but I think they've done just as bad, but there's not much about. Not much innovation. Have you noticed that, have you seen any youngsters smoking recently? My granddaughter's 19 and all her friends have started smoking when they go out, not doing the other. So it really worked out, didn't it? They've rubbished it to the point where the kids aren't going to use it. They're going to use cigarettes instead. So they've done a really good job on that. Let me just magic myself up, see if that gets rid of my spot. I hate having spots. It's awful, isn't it? So what plans for the weekend? I know I'll be at work. I'm planning to, if Lou's scan comes back all right, we're planning a couple of weeks away next month. I need to have a look, see if we can find anywhere. By the time we find out if we can go or not, there'll be no left to go in New Watch. Mickey Maynard, how you doing? Nice to see you, buddy. All right, Dave. Dave. All right. That makes me look younger, doesn't it? Now I've got that magic thing on. I can't write with a cheap biro. I can't write with cheap biro pens. My handwriting is so bad it has to be a nice flying. Oh, ink pen, bloody hell. Oh, your lordship. I can't open that, Mac, because it'll turn off the live. But I'll look at it after, mate. I made that mistake before, and it just turns the live off. You have to start again. It's not flowing very well tonight. Last week we had loads in, didn't we? Makes it a good laugh. If you get somebody with a bit of a sense of humour, a little bit of, good honest travelling instead of just abusive dicks, then it's usually a bit of good fun. If you're not following him, check out Swans and Wildlife and have a look. If you're interested in swans and wildlife, you could do worse. He makes some really good videos. I've been watching, what do they call her? It's gone out of my head now. Christ. She's like the oracle of cameras. Something Gabriel, can't think what they call her. She's colored lady. And DJI have brought a new 360 cam out. It looks good. It's 500 and something quid. But it looks really clear. And the light filter in it's brilliant. I said to my wife, oh, look at that. So I better keep away from that for a bit. I've gone off buying drones because it's always bloody windy. You never seem to be able to get them up. Creed, he handmade it. Oh, right. Oh, bless him. Oh, Creed Sexton. Oh, Scoobs. Yeah, great. Oh, yeah, that's lovely. Because I was listening and they said he sent Scoob one, hasn't he? Oh, that's lovely, mate. And it's obviously in the US, isn't he? So it's even more special, isn't it? I know when I got that device off Mark Fagan, you think, Christ, that's come all the way from the States. It's lovely. And Mayday, 1 of 1. That's when it's really cool, isn't it? God, that's a bit sweet. I usually have sugar-free stuff, and that's got sugar in it. But the wife bought it, so it needs drinking up. I'll be up all night, whizzing in Ian, won't I? Ever since you bought me that blackcurrant and soda water, John, that's it. I've been on that now. Yeah, I enjoy doing that. The only thing is, I turn the lighting up a little bit the week after, and then that camera seems to work better with a bit more light. I had it a bit low. But I've started recording now. When I go out, I do it in 4K 24 because it keeps it smoother. I don't know if I will do when I'm on the very cinematic. Yeah, that's what they do. Yeah, but I would say I've upped the light because apparently the Tamara Gabriel. Have a look at her, John. Tamara Gabriel. If Stuart Graham spelt correctly, and if he could find that link for us, it would be amazing. Tamara Gabriel. She's a obviously she's self-employed. She's a full-time YouTuber, and she does a lot of films, and a lot of reviewing of camera gear. And she tells you the best settings for the DJI cameras and drones and stuff like that. She's also sporty as well, so she does rock climbing, indoor rock climbing, and biking. She's a really pretty lady. She's got a voice to listen to forever. She's lovely. So they call her Tamara Gabriel. Do you know what I haven't tried? Blackcurrant and soda water. Yeah, you need to. You need to get enough in now. If you're doing it by the pint, you want 3/4 of a pint of soda water, including the ice, and then you want nearly 1/4 of the thing. You need to make it strong. Here's something I didn't know. All these people out in America that don't drink, and they go into a place and ask for a club soda, it's basically just soda water, isn't it? So why would you want to go from a perfectly nice tasting alcohol, and you're trying to pack it in, to go and just having fizzy water? You've got to give yourself a bit of a chance, then you put some flavour in it, give yourself a chance to enjoy it. Otherwise, you're just wasting your time. You're always going to fail, aren't you? It's like trying to stop smoking, and you know what I mean. You need something. You need a nicotine replacement of some kind. You won't just be able to chew chewing gum and get away with it. Yeah, that definitely seems to work out. That it's if you do it in 24. I do it in 24. I need to use my GoPro more. Yeah, you do. Yeah. I love 4K 30 frames per second to 60 frames per second. Makes you yeah, it probably will do with birds. But certainly when you're walking down a beach, it does make it really crisp, but it also takes forever to render if you're putting it through your editing software. It just goes on and on and on and on because it's such a big file. I suppose it's horses for courses, isn't it? If you went around recording a car show, you'd want to be in 4K 60, wouldn't you? I mean, the Osmo Pocket is an amazing camera. The action cameras need more light, really. I've tried to use it in here and it's very dark. It puts it in low light mode. Whereas when you use the, I'll keep looking over there, like you can see it. And it's here. When you use the Osmo Pocket, you don't have any trouble with light. Yeah, it's right, yeah. But if you get like on the beach or in the sand dunes and you just stand there, I found out how you do it. I mean, this has got I don't know if you've ever seen one of these in real life. I don't know if you've even got one, have you? I don't know. Obviously, that's mine. That's the Osmo Pocket. And then it's got that there. It's got a joystick on it, so you can make the lens go up and down or sideways. But I never do that. I never use it to do sideways shots. what I do is I have to show you. What I do is I actually do it with my hand. That's all I do is I do it with my hand. But what the secret is, you've got to do it nice and slow, and then stop, and then do it again, and then it gives it a chance for it to catch up. But it's these are a cracking device. Just a fair investment, really. I'd have thought. I think if I'd have done it again, what I decided was I wasn't going to do the same as what I did with the computer, which was buy everything and keep upgrading. So I thought, I'll get the best, and then I ain't got to upgrade. But I didn't really. Mr. Provolone, where are you from, mate? I'm from Lincolnshire, Gainsborough, Lincolnshire. It's just a bit of a. This channel we do. Well, I upload videos for walking. I use my older Osmo 2 as mine gets bitten by swan sexation. Yeah, it's good, isn't it? I've never got near enough to any wildlife since I've been doing it. I'm desperate to do some, just to see if it'll what it looks like. So you've got the Osmo Pocket 2, have you? Oh, nice. I think I've got a viewfinder on it. The only thing is this: I found out. I went down the other day. I've been having some problems since I went on blood pressure medication. I've been having some problems with my eyesight, and I blamed it on that. So I went down the other day, and apparently it's not that at all. My eye muscles have relaxed, and I need glasses full time. So I've ordered some of them with a different. Yeah, it does take a while, mate. They're not transitional lenses, are they? What do they call them? I can't remember. They used to be half and half, didn't they? For down for reading, up for seeing. But now they do them in some sort of thing. So I've gone for them. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, but the thing is, if you've got a camera, you've got a camera until your channel starts to make some money. What's the point in keep spending money? That's the thing. I mean, I don't. What's your watch time hours like? Because you're over 500 now, aren't you? With your subs, so you could actually put super chats on and members if you've got 3,000 watch time hours. This one's up to 1,200, 1,170 or something like that watch time hours. You're on 2K, so you've got another 1,000 to do then. Yeah, keep at it, mate. It's a job, isn't it? It's a job to keep it going. I mean, this time of year, really, I think short videos seem to go better than what long videos do. People will sort of sit on a sunbed and flick through shorts, whereas they won't sit on a sunbed and watching half an hour of a bloke walking about. But especially with the seaside ones in the winter, it's where people really want to be. So what they do, they'll watch. Yeah, your views are really good. Yeah, mine have dropped. I'll be honest. My long form videos have dropped. The seaside ones in the winter, they're over 100, and now I'd put one up the other week, and it's about 30. I mean, that canal one, for all the work I put into it, you think, Christ, was it worth it? I took shorts out of it and everything. Yeah, I was looking through yours, and they're doing well. I should start to put vlogs on YouTube, but don't know how to do it properly, editing, etc. You haven't really got to, mate, to be honest. If you've got an iPhone, if you've got a Samsung, you want, I think it costs about a tenner. I bought it for a tenner for lifetime. I can't think what they call it now. I've left my Samsung downstairs. For the Villa Boys from Aston, how you doing, buddy? And I use that. If you've got an iPhone, obviously you just use iMovie. It's only the bits where when you turn the camera on and then you go hello, you just cut that bit out each time. You just start off, and once you get going, you'll get used to it. If you look at hello Sabrina, how are you? Nice to see you. Haven't seen you for a wee while. You don't. I mean, I've been making videos for 5 years. I mean, obviously it was a different subject matter, but I mean, I've been doing this now for 8-9 months. It's a different sort of. I've actually changed the format. You'll notice as it goes along. I've made a special effort or a complete I've done a bit of a change where I'm trying to make small films, if you know what I mean, rather than making YouTube videos. I'm just making small films basically. So I'm doing it in film format. Hello, John Paul Glasgow. Let you off. I tried that ice cream candy bar, Snickers. I have my freezer stacked. There you go. Just remember though, moment on the lips, lifetime on the hips. And don't start trying to sue us if you get diabetes. Because I'd imagine with that runny toffee that's coming out of there, you could do. Best thing ever found. You need to go through the whole list. Yeah, I'd like to, yeah, I ought to do it. What am I doing next Monday? What are you doing next Monday? I'm a bit, to be honest, I've run out of ideas at the minute. You do sometimes, don't you? So yesterday was took up completely doing Amazon reviews. I had 6 different items to do, and by the time you edited them and then downloaded them from the camera software on the phone and then uploaded them to YouTube. Yeah, I'll give you a shout. I've got you on my thing anyway. I hate walking about if it's windy. I've actually got enough videos now because I put one up a week, main video on a Friday night at 8 o'clock. And I've got enough while, I don't know, 7th of September, I think. Here we go. Shout out, please. We're going to get ready. I just need a drink before I do this one. Get ready. Shout outs, please, for Bill, Bill's dad, Bill's kids, Gethin, Sue, Harold's son, Gabby, Gwendolyn, Blender from Bradford. She was from Bradford last time. Chad the Hershaw, Worthless Wayne, and Prince the Wuss. Exactly. 4,000 steps. What, that thing? Grab a coffee for the way round. Well, anywhere to stop. 4,000 steps, not bad, is it? What's that in miles? Is it 18? I can do 18 miles. That's knackered though. Yeah, Bradford, you've changed it, haven't you? This week, Blender's from Bradford. She was from Bradford last time. If you look back on that last one, you must have done a spelling mistake. You make your mind up where she lives. Coming in here. 2.5. Yeah, that'll do me. I'm all right for about 4. But by the time I get to 4, I've about had enough, to be honest. I did 6 once, and it was 0 degrees, and that actually made me ill. It was soon after I'd started on blood pressure medication, and I thought I was going to keel over. Oh, it could take forever, can't it? That's the trouble with me. I go out, and 3 or 4 hours later, and I'm still at the other end. Like, has anybody seen Surrender? No, not recently. Well, not ever, to be really honest. Yeah, that is the only problem, John. It just takes up ages. What I do try and do now is I'll make the camera go through plants and stuff like that, and try and put it right up to plants. There's a nice one coming up on Friday night. It was just a walk that I did when I first started doing it, but I've started including photos of stuff in there and stuff like that. Just trying to do something a bit different. I mean, obviously, I started doing it for me to get a lot fitter and as an interest other than getting pissed all the time. But you do want to succeed. You do want to succeed. You've obviously got a real good subject matter and what people are interested in. And that's the thing, isn't it? I think I'll be very surprised if people don't enjoy the ones that came from Guernsey. There's one of a battlement, one of a underground hospital, one, as I say, it was a boat trip. That's just a little bit to music and that. Where else did I go? And there's a couple of beaches as well, so should be nice. All right, I've driven into there. All right, you've started out walking. But I want to walk. That's the thing. I need to keep walking. That's you know what I mean. So yeah, it can be all right as a wildlife one, but you've got to catch wildlife, haven't you? Mick, you look really well, mate. All the walking has done you wonders. Yeah, I didn't walk far last week. Yeah, of course it was, and then I remember you changed it, didn't you? That's how I found you walking round Tickle. It was on about Lakeside at Doncaster, though, John, not where you are. It's where the football ground is as well, isn't it? We've not really got any wildlife here. Next door, mate, Lakeside Lake. Yeah, subscribe to Swans and Wildlife and have a look. There's a few shorts, one of them in particular. This seagull, it's amazing. It's brilliant. You've seen Billy Moore? In Liverpool. He's done really well for himself. That's more current affairs, isn't it, really, though? I don't want to go down the route of, the world's shit. Billy isn't so bad, because he actually takes some interest. I watch a bit of Charlie Beach. I've watched him for donkey's years. But it's got to the point with him now where he needs three bouncers with him to make sure they don't kill him. They've actually had a death threat, saying it was a credible death threat. Somebody who was going to wipe him out for filming the wrong thing. Well, yeah, so I suppose they're making decent money at it, though, aren't they? I started off watching them auditors, but I don't watch any of them now. Apart from pure audits. You see Billy Moore all the time, do you? Billy, do you? What are you on about? I don't know what that means. Oh, yeah, they're making a decent living at it, aren't they? Look at Matt Armstrong. Started off mending his missus's car on the drive. It must be worth a good few bob now because he's buying McLarens and bloody Rolls Royces and all sorts. He's moved house 3 times, hasn't he, since he started? He's just got his garage finished and then moved house. He's got a nice place now. It'd be nice, wouldn't it? If you could actually get yourself in a position where you could make a decent living from doing something like this. Oh, right, sorry. Right. Yeah, right. If you could make a decent living from doing something like this, it'd be better than actually going to work, wouldn't it? But I don't know. I say I struggle sometimes at getting inspiration for something to do. I mean, it's easy when you go to a place like Guernsey because there's just that much to film. But yeah, 2 or 4 in a video. Yeah, the trouble is with that though. In the end, somebody's pointed it out quite a few times. It will get to the stage in the end where if you keep annoying people with drones, then the only place you'll be able to fly them is in the middle of a field. I mean, it's nothing to do with drone flying or anything. They're there just to intimidate people and antagonise them and get them to kick off so it gets good content. I like to read the comments on them type of videos as well. There's a lot of people that I'm sure if it happened to them, they would be just as angry. Yeah, it is. Yeah, they're loving it at the minute. Yeah, they're all and what's that other place? Where are they now? That's Forest, aren't they? They're all going down there and doing that. I was watching a guy on there, AY Audits. He's got 7,000 or 8,000 people in his chat, and they're dropping super chats like 5s, 10s. One bloke can drop 50 quid in there. He must be making some money. I mean, fair play to the bloke. He knows what he's doing. You got to be up on that. It's not my sort of thing. I've got enough going on in my life. I don't want to go out and get some confrontation as a relaxing thing. I just want to film trees and stuff and walks. Yeah, it is. It's crazy. Hello, dude. Mon Darius Eloms. How you doing? Nice to see you. Well, I've probably just murdered your name. So is it Darius Elon? I don't know. Probably trying to get me to say a horrible word there. Are you? I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to put these glasses on because they're making me a headache. That's better. I can see you now. Darius Eloms. Nice to see you. Are you all right? It's not flowing. It's not flowing like it normally does. Whether it's me or whether it's you, I don't know. Sometimes you've just got to be in, you know. Have we got any new subscribers? Yes, sir. Not be often you hear people call each other sir over here. Whereabouts are you, Mondarius? Mondarius? I can't remember the last time I ever called anybody that. Anyway, been here 50 minutes. I think I'm going to do a runner tonight because I've got a booming bloody headache again. I think reading the phone with the wrong glasses on didn't really help me out. I don't think I'm going to take up auditing for a living anyway because I don't think it'll work out. I was watching, I think it came up on somewhere, and there was a bloke what was dissing them all. The one that hangs around Charlie Beach like a fly around shite at the minute, him with the big top end and small legs, he's got a bit of a conviction for something, allegedly. But he seems to be hanging around there, you know, with the big boys now. Really thinks he's going to make some money. What's that other bloke, the original one? One of the original ones. I can't stand him now, to be honest. He's got that little weedy voice. But Luke, how are you doing? I was going, but I'll have another 5 minutes now. Yeah, there's one with, what did they call him? Him with the electric bike that leaves key rings out. No, the one with the electric bike that gives key rings out. Leaves a key ring. Oh, he's so far up himself, and you just think. But I haven't followed them all, to be honest. The only one I watch is that Pure Audits because he's got a really good. He's got a really good sense of humour, and that's what I was after. Have you noticed all the auditors cling? Yeah, well, that's right. Yeah, that's exactly what they're doing. Yeah, not really into his videos, not my type of thing. Yeah, well, that's right, exactly. It's if you don't watch it. I mean, I was looking on X or Twitter or whatever they call it nowadays earlier on today, and obviously everybody's got things going on in their life that sometimes aren't that happy. And by the time you looked at X or Twitter for half an hour, you know what I mean? If you lived on your own and you got some depression problems or something like that, it's the last thing in the world you want to do. You know, social media is the gutter, isn't it, of the world, really. And there's certain accounts what seem to, if you click on one of them, then you just keep getting the same old stuff, and you'd end up, yeah. It will all come to an end of it. Yeah, it will. Yeah, of course it will. Yeah. Well, with the e-cigarette industry, what happened with YouTube, with the e-cigarette industry, was you used to get a little bit of AdSense on your videos. Then they stopped you getting AdSense on there, but you still got your memberships and you still got your super chats, and you were still getting stuff sent out for review. So what they did, they started putting, if you reviewed anything, they started putting, yeah, Fred's brilliant. They started putting your reviews behind the age gate, so 20 people watched them. Then they obviously you weren't getting paid for the AdSense, they couldn't load it up to there anyway. And then what they did then is just demonetise the channels. So in the end, if you're doing it, you've not got anything coming in because nobody's bothered sending anything in anymore because they put the review behind an age gate. So you end up buying it yourself for nobody to watch, and you're not making any money. So it's just pointless. Yeah, Fred's a rum lad, isn't he? You can knock him out. He's actually got quite famous himself, hasn't he, really? He's a different sort of character, isn't he, really? Tay also, he's a devout Christian, isn't he? And he starts arguing with the ones in Manchester who are basically trying to sell their agenda. I was watching one of them. I do like watching. I like Charlie. I don't know who was saying that. Let me just 1 second. Seems to target vulnerable people. I think sometimes, are we on about Charlie Veitch, Luke? Is that what you were saying? Pom pom, how you doing? What does that mean? That means minge. I know what that means. Hello, Greg Wallace. Hi again, Greg Wallace. Hello, Jay Stansfield. How you doing? Nice to see you. Obviously, we haven't got a picture of you, so I don't really know what we can say about you. I've got a spot as well. I've actually got my Greg Wallace specs on. Watch. Nip round and I'll cook you something up. They make loads for a monthly membership. It's crazy, man. Yeah. Thing is, if you're putting it's a revenue source, and if you've stopped doing a job where you got paid per hour or per week or whatever, and you've decided to go into creating content full time, you need to have every revenue stream there is to actually keep you going. I mean, there's some of them. I mean, Charlie will be making a fortune by now, but a lot of it's short-lived, isn't it? You know what I mean? Yeah, to be fair, I haven't seen all his videos, but the ones I've seen, I thought he did. Yes, I'm not arguing for or against him because I've never met him. But when you see some of the people in Manchester where they're, crackheads and stuff like that, they're quite aggressive. Anyway, aren't they? I know it's really easy. I've got a lad that's an addict, and it's really easy to feel sorry for him. But they can be really, really aggressive, especially if they're quacking for something. But I'm saying I'm not for or against or anything like that. I mean, I watch him sometimes, and there's some of his videos. I watched one video one night, and I absolutely thought it was completely out of order. And I actually put that in his comments. I said I watch all your stuff, but I said this one is completely out of order. What part of Manny am I from? Manny? Do I look like somebody from Manny? I'm from Lincolnshire. Oh, this is everywhere in Manchester on Saturday. Yeah, of course. Because it's content, isn't it? I say, like you were saying before, though, John, they're sticking around Charlie's arse like flies around shit, aren't they? They probably think that they're going to use his bodyguards for free as well. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Glasgow is exactly like that at night time in town. Yeah, it is gotten a bit quiet, really. To be honest, the young ones don't seem to drink. But I mean, in Manchester, they've got a really nice area, haven't they, called Piccadilly Gardens, and it's got lovely seats there for nice people to sit on, and you get a load of alkies getting drunk and taking crack and falling out with each other. It just ruins it. Mick is Charlie Veitch's bodyguard on a Saturday. He's taller than me. What is he, 6'5"? I'm only 6'3". I'm only a babby. I don't think I'd be any good at out like that. No, I'm nearly bloody 60 that. Well, a year off 60. You won't be able to get your leg up far enough to give him a swing round. Avoid it like the plague. Yeah, that's right, exactly. Yeah, I would. Yeah, the only thing I was thinking, and I ain't really got an iron in the fire with that. Do you pound your wife hard? Well, I've been known to, I suppose. Do you pound your mother hard? I'm glad I'm out of East London, and that shit is finished. Yeah, what I was sort of thinking when I was watching Charlie Veitch's videos is you've got marches every Saturday. So if you decide to go into the middle of town and do your shopping on a Saturday, all you've got to listen to is Free Palestine or Free something else. Good luck, well done. As long as you're keeping her happy. All you've got to listen to is Free something or other, or I ate this. The noise is just awful. I remind you of Paddy from Emmerdale. Yeah, I'd stick to lakes and canals. So I was in Guernsey last week, and it's like going to England 30 years ago. There's no Jay Stansfields. There's no crackheads. There's nobody pinching the cigarette butts out of the bins. there's no road rage. The speed limit is 35 miles an hour maximum, and in some areas it's only 25. And you have to drive down the path in some areas because the roads aren't wide enough to get your car there. So, and you go up, and they don't really have crossroads. You go up, and they have this grid in the middle of it, and I can't remember what it says just before you get to it. But the idea is, if you get on this grid, then it's your right of way, regardless of which way you're coming from. But what happens is even if you do get on the grid, you let somebody else come out, because that's what they all do. Some great places in Manchester, but also some places that still need a lot of money thrown at it. Not always. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I mean, there's no point in, you can't polish a turd in some cases, can you? We've just spent a load of money here. I live in a place called Gainsborough in Lincolnshire, and they've just had a levelling up grant, and they've put a new park in, which is beautiful, and people are using all the time. They've put a cafe on the riverside, which they're actually trying to get somebody to rent and or lease, and then make a business out of. And they've got like Christmas lights up in the trees, and it's gorgeous down there. If you've got a really nice warm night in the summer, it'd make a bloody good restaurant. But the only trouble is with the UK is the weather cools down at night, so you won't be able to do it. And all the broken down old shops, they've put new windows in them and done all sorts, and they're open to attract different things in that. But obviously, the biggest problem you've got with shops nowadays is Amazon, isn't it? Everybody buys from Amazon. Am I Tommy Robinson's brother? No. I'm not related to Tommy in any way. Are you Tommy Robinson's brother? They're building a new community centre in my local village at the moment. Yeah, there you go. Why are you watching Emmerdale, Jay? Yeah, your age. I used to watch it when it was Emmerdale Farm. It was actually about farming, not about what it's about now, because I haven't watched it for ages. It's all got the same sort of acting, hasn't it? When you watch Coronation Street, it's all got the same sort of acting, this sort of forced fake thing. I'm not John. I just know Paddy is. I don't look like bloody Paddy. You are Tommy. You're well then welcome, Tommy. Watched an interview with him earlier. Well, he released a video earlier because he got somebody chasing him around somewhere. So eventually this guy decides he wants to have a bit of a pop at him, and Tommy's laid him out on the floor. And the newspapers have said that they're trying to lock Tommy up for it, and they aren't. They went and made a statement. They've looked at the CCTV, and he wears a green shirt, and it's clear self-defence, so it's never going to happen. I do. I remember Paddy's got curly hair. That's right. The thing is, he's just come out, hasn't he? It's the last thing he'd be looking for is going back in there. He was in Wales last week in Cardiff. It was so beautiful. Lovely. Yeah, got released on bail, yeah. Yeah, but apparently there's no complainant anyway. Nobody's actually made a complaint about it. Bloke was just had a few beers, I think, thought he'd have a pop, got laid out. And it's the police sticking their nose in. I mean, really, if you've assaulted somebody, or if you've popped somebody one, and it's up to them to say that, that they've been popped. You haven't got to put up with shit off everybody, have you? That seems to be the problem nowadays, isn't it, really? But you could see he was stood away from the bloke who was sparked out on the floor, and you could see what he was doing. You're more like Phil Mitchell from East End. He's an alcoholic. How can you come on here with your fake bloody thing? And have a go at me. The media trying to say he fled the country. Yeah, he said he was already on an organised holiday, and he said he showed them the tickets that were already booked, and he told them what he was going to come back. He flew into Luton instead of Manchester, and they turned up with a load of bloody cop cars. Yeah, he was already going on holiday. The thing is, if you say enough things against the establishment, they'll try and cancel you, and there's no secret about it either. I was talking to some lads tonight. I mean, they smelt green, shall we say, and they were full of conspiracies. But I always go back to David Icke. David Icke was 30 years ago, and he said, one day they'll push for a cashless system. You'll all be paying for it on a plastic card. when you don't suit the system, they'll switch you off. They'll turn up your power of purchase, and you won't be able to buy your food, which is what everybody needs. You won't be able to pay your bills. Of course, they're out to get Tommy. That's it now. Views have gone up. Been monetized in an hour. You can't say anything. What you've got to do is you've got to put up with every bit of crap that they give you, and don't say anything. Just turn the other cheek. That's what they do. They're looking at a digital pound by 2030, apparently. Well, yeah, they'll never get rid of money, though, will they? I mean, if you, for instance, if you got your Tommy's not his real name. What's his real name? Or is that his nickname then? Yeah, keep using cash. Yeah, yeah. It's surprising. You get to month end. I mean, my haven't I heard of? No, I haven't. No. Have you? I'm not reading that out in case it's one of them things where you've got to try and make me say that I like bum sex or something. Well, get you on, Jane. You can read it out. Well, then Yaxley is Tommy's real name. Is that really true? Well, how did he get to be called Tommy Robinson then? Bloody hell, John Paul. How did you know that? Is that you, Tommy? Yeah, I didn't even know that, I thought his name was Tommy Robinson. Was he a member of the now banned organisation? What did they call him? EDF or something? Stephen Lennon. He make your mind up. EDL, yeah. Didn't they ban that? He was a member of that one, English Defence League. I hope the wife's in. I better go. Is it really? But yeah, Tommy's remember no stick. Well, that's a bit double-barreled, darling, isn't it? Right, got to go. Wife's in. Catch you later, everybody. Thanks for coming in. These things sometimes just get better at the end. Got to go. Catch you all soon. Bye-bye.